Imagine that a ballistic missile is launched at this very moment in an unknown place somewhere on Earth. At that very moment, some satellites orbiting at an altitude of about 22,000 meters above the Earth suddenly pick up some unusual signals. These satellites always look at the Earth. Their job is to catch the hot air signal wherever a missile is launched, and before the missile takes off, that signal will be sent to Earth at the speed of light. In a few seconds, that information will reach America's most secret and secure one of the places. In a command center hidden inside a mountain where some people sit under thousands of feet of thick rock and constantly monitor whether there is an attack somewhere. Suddenly, the screens in front of them start showing one signal after another. They realize that something is going wrong, something very big. They start calculating quickly. How many missiles are coming from which direction? Where will they hit? And the most important time is how much time is left, because these few minutes will decide the future of the world. But the problem is that the president still does not know anything about this huge incident. The news of the incident has not yet reached him, and time does not stop. The missiles are approaching every second. Meanwhile, a military officer in the White House is running towards the president's room with a black briefcase in his hand, which is called the nuclear football. From the outside, it looks like an ordinary bag, but there are some things inside it that can determine the future of the world. Inside is a book where different types of nuclear attack options are written, which means a small hit and which means launching hundreds of missiles at once. The president is woken up. He is quickly connected to a secure call where the most important officials of the military are waiting. They tell the president how many missiles there are, where to hit, and how much time he has. And this is where the most terrifying part begins. The president has only 6 minutes, and within these 6 minutes, he has to decide whether to counterattack or wait. Every second of these 6 minutes is worth thousands of lives. A wrong decision could mean the end of the entire human civilization. And even more terrifying is that the president may not have all the information at the time of making this decision, because there have been cases in history where the entire nuclear system was once ready due to a false alarm, but at the last moment it is understood that it was a false signal. And if that mistake had not been caught, the world might have been different today. That is why every second has to be confirmed whether the attack has really happened or if it is just a false signal. But that confirmation time is the most valuable time. During this time, the president chooses an option and then uses a secret code to confirm his identity. If everything is correct, that order will reach every nuclear unit in America in an instant. There were missiles hidden underground, submarines hidden deep in the sea, and bombers ready in the sky. All reached that order at the same time. This whole process is so fast that hundreds of missiles can rise into the sky at once within a few minutes. But the president does not sit still. As soon as the attack is confirmed, he is evacuated. If time is very short, he will be taken to a secret bunker under the White House. But if time is a little longer, he will be quickly taken by helicopter to a special plane, which is called the Doomsday Plane. Although it looks like an ordinary plane from the outside, it has a whole flying command center inside. From here, the president can conduct the entire war. This plane is designed in such a way that it can survive in the sky after a nuclear explosion. It can even stay in the sky for days after refueling in midair. Inside, there are numerous communication systems, satellite links, encrypted phones, from where it is possible to communicate anywhere in the world. The environment inside this plane is a lot like a submarine. Even if the outside world is destroyed, everything can be controlled from inside. But it doesn't end here, because what if the president doesn't survive? To find the answer to this question, America has built huge underground bunkers, deep under the mountains, in places where thousands of people can stay for months. There's electricity, water, food, hospitals, and even there's a system to run the entire government. And these bunkers have been built for one purpose, so that the government can survive in any situation. And this plan is called continuity of government. Meanwhile, the missiles underground are getting ready. 2 officers turn the key together, and the missile is